computer. Rishika, please tell me which date is your interview?
So it has not been scheduled yet. I'm from Kolkata batch.
Acha, acha. Kolkata. Acha. All other batches they have received, Baba.
Yes, sir. The call time.
Everybody else has received. For you
Yeah, my
also,
friend.
you may get it anytime. Very good. What is your degree, please?
Sir, I have done my master's and graduation in mathematics.
Acha, good. Now, how will you relate your mathematics skill to our bank working?
Sir, mathematics as a subject is a very diverse one. And over the time of 5 years I've spent with mathematics. I have developed solving skills and analytic skills. And these are the skills that will be, if not directly in the subject matter, will be very crucial in a banking job because we have to deal with lot of problems on a day-to-day basis. And analytics skill is useful anywhere and everywhere.
Mhm. Mm, okay, good. Now tell us about your family.
Sir, come from a family of four. My father is a retired teacher, my mother is a homemaker, and my sister is currently a resident doctor.
Acha. Resident doctor means what?
She is pursuing her PG in pediatrics.
Acha, acha. Good.
Post graduation. Yeah.
What is pediatrics?
Sir, she'll be a doctor of children.
Acha. Good. And why did you not take up medicine and all?
Sir, I have never been interested in biology. Even during my 11th and 12th, I did not opt for biology.
Acha.
So,
Good. Which bank are you having your account?
SBI.
SBI. In what way SBI is unique in our country?
Sir, SBI, as we all know, is the largest public sector bank in the country. And why people opt for SBI mostly is because of its availability in every nook and corner. SBI has around 22,000 branches, plus the word of mouth that spreads among people about SBI. That helps a lot in the garnering the business.
Mhm. Good. Who is the chairman of State Bank of India now?
Mr. Chala Shetty. Sorry for
Good.
the
So,
mispronunciation.
what is the sad news that has come yesterday for our country as a whole?
Sir, the demise of the if an Indian industrialist and philanthropist, Sri Ratan Tata.
What do you know about Mr. Ratan Tata?
Sir, about Ratan Tata, we all know him as a businessman. Of course, he has spread. He is an industrialist who has done a lot of things in terms of innovation or in terms of garnering business in and around the world. But apart from them, what makes him unique is his philanthropic ideas. He has always valued kindness over money, and that can be shown from his speeches. And what mostly people get attached to him is because of his kindness and the way he used to connect to people and their mind. There was a
Can you
saying.
tell? No. Can you tell about the business achievements of Ratan Tata?
Sir, I can remember one right now. India, back in the time, I don't know when exactly, but back in the time, India did not have any indigenous car of its own. It is, as in, produced in India, a car of that sort. India did have a missile at that time. So Ratan Tata did not even have enough funds. So he went to some other foreign countries, probably Australia, and he took out a service center from that place and dismantled it entirely and brought bits and pieces to India to construct a car for India, which will be an indigenous Indian car. I'm not sure which car it was. I forgot the name, but it was the first Indian indigenous car which
No,
was produced in India.
actually, when you go for this interview, you must know about some of the business achievements. I have shared it also. I don't know where it is. I have shared it in many places, but
Okay,
I'm
sir.
not getting it right now. You must know the business achievements. You must be able to speak about it effectively, not like this. This is
Okay, sir.
general
Sure.
talk you are talking, which is applicable for every philanthropist. But
Okay, sir.
what is relevant for Ratan Tata, you must talk correctly. Good.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, next one. Tell us about your family.
Sir, I come from a family of four. My father is a retired teacher, my mother is a homemaker, and my sister is a resident doctor.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
Yes.
What about your mother?
She's a homemaker.
Uh-huh. Acha. Good, good. Who is Vladimir Putin?
Sir, the president of Russia.
Why his name is being talked about quite often?
Sir, because he is one of the greatest president of all time. He was once the prime minister of Russia as well, and then after the end of his tenure, he shifted to being the president. And currently, because of the Russia-Ukraine war ongoing, he is in the news all the time. And apart from that, Russia is a part of several other organizations, including BRICS. So, for all of these reasons, his name comes up now and then.
You said some bricks. What is that bricks?
So it's an organization. Now number has increased to 9 members. Formerly it was for BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Now it has extended to four other countries, which is Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and I'm not sure. Probably Saudi Arabia, UAE, I guess, or Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure about the last one.
Do you think this Russia-Ukraine war is affecting our country in any way?
Sir, the effect on India is in terms of the crude oil, and if we say because the transportation suffer in that way. Apart from that, sir, actually I haven't read about this properly right now. About Russia-Ukraine war.
What have you
I'll
prepared for this interview?
So I have read some of the banking terms and I have prepared something about the Bangladesh war as well as what is ongoing in Manipur since I'm from Silchar, Assam. I'm in actually from a village near Silchar, so I
Oh,
thought that will be more
what is
relevant.
happening in Manipur?
Sir, the Manipur is in Manipur there is a huge battle between the two communities, which is the Meitei community and the Kukizo community. The Kukizo community is basically a tribal community which extends not just in Manipur, it is in Myanmar, Manipur, Mizoram, and Bangladesh as well. So what has happened is that owing to this, there was a contract between Myanmar and Indian government to let the people let people's movement across the two countries up to 16 kilometers freely. And in that midst, there has been a huge influx of Kokizo community in the hills of Manipur, which has disturbed the ecological balance of the state. And the indigenous Meitei community is completely against it. And in the process, the Meitei community also started asking for ST reservations for themselves. Now, the Kukizo community, which were there already, they were protesting it for the reason that if the Meitei communities are granted ST reservation, then they will have rights over the hills. So they did not want that, of course. So and that made the battle has started, and currently it has gone to some other level. People even have weapons which are used in special forces illegally stored with them for this ongoing war. Even though the chief minister of Manipur and Biren Singh says that the war is about to end in a matter of 3 months, uh, nothing specific can be said about that.
Why do you call it war? Is it a war?
Sir, it's yeah, no, I should not use that term, I guess. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Uh,
Now,
Sorry.
what is the job role of a bank officer in Federal Bank?
Sir, for a provisionary officer, the role extends first of all, it is a customer-centric job. So you will have to deal with the day-to-day needs of the customer, then customer acquisition as well, management of loans, and also extending digital facilities to the customers. Mainly, these are the main roles.
Are you interested in customer-centric approach for worker or core marketing?
Sir, for me, I'll be interested in customer-centric approach.
How will you improve brand awareness of Federal Bank in a rural area without any special funds for marketing? What
Sir,
will
I
be
think,
your approach in
sorry.
such a situation?
So I think in this situation, the best to extend brand awareness in rural area gets easier without any fund than urban areas because word of mouth goes faster in this. As in, suppose you, if we provide good service to someone and from a rural area, it is very viable that the same person will go and talk about it. So that is one way. Plus, for people in rural area, we can assume that their financial literacy will not be as good as people from urban areas. So, if we talk to them politely and make them understand things in the way they are supposed to, and address to their needs instead of focusing on everything and anything, so this way this way we can work with them
You
properly.
are from Assam.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a few points about Assam
So, okay, sir.
from
So,
the
Assam
angle
is
of economy? From the angle of economy and business.
So from the angle of economy and business, I will not be able to tell, but generally I can tell.
Generally, tell me.
So first of all, Assam, as we all know, is very rich in biodiversity and natural resources. The nature of Assam is, as in the scenic beauty of Assam, is to die for. Or and secondly, one of the most important point of Assam is that it is the gateway to the entire Northeast. Assam, the entire Northeast is connected with the mainland India with just a belt called the Siliguri corridor, which is a 22-kilometer long corridor, and Assam is always the main entrance to that. Apart from that, the good things about Assam, if we talk of generally, is that Assam plays a very important role in Northeast India and it has always maintained its reputation very well. Coming to the fact of dealing with things, we all know that when it comes to the the fund that is disseminated from the government, any state of Northeast India do not get as much fund as states from say North India, but that has never come in the way of Assam's improvement. We have the prime example of COVID, of how our administration has dealt with COVID was an example for that. And secondly, if we talk of currently, may I say more or
Continue,
should I stop?
continue.
Okay. Secondly, if we talk of Assam, currently as the government of Assam is primarily focusing on girl child education. There has been so many schemes for that, and they're also promoting eradication of child marriage. So yeah, these are the points. And also there is another important point about Assam is that the government is planning to the government is planning to extend the Schedule 6 of the Assam Accord. According to that, the indigenous people will of Assam who came to the Indians after 1971 and the foreigners. So the Indians before 1971, the foreigners before 1951 who have come to Assam will get more rights compared to the people infiltrated influx that has happened later.
Is it true that in Assam, income tax rates are different or same as the other parts of India?
So as per my knowledge, it is the same.
In which state the income tax rules are different? You know,
Sir, Sikkim.
majority,
Sikkim.
no, not only Sikkim, I think some other place like Shillong and all that, people, if they marry a local lady, they can start a business there and it is fully exempted from income tax and all that. Are
Sir,
you aware? Yeah.
so Meghalaya is a matriarchal society, so it can be possible for Meghalaya. But Sikkim, I know of that it's a princely state, so central government, people from Sikkim do not have to pay taxes to the central government. That is something I know. And the other
People from
Sikkim.
Sikkim, you said
Yes.
princely state.
Sir, it was not a part of India up until I cannot remember the year now. I have read it somewhere. It was and after became a part of the in part of India, it was the 22nd state of India at that point, and it never got included into the tax regime. I am not sure of the reason why it happened, but it still isn't part of the tax regime.
Please check it up. But you don't. Should you talk about Sikkim? Is Sikkim nearer to Assam?
Sikkim is like Assam, the seven states of Assam are called seven sisters, and Sikkim is a brother to the seven sisters. It is not,
How
we do
far?
not
How
share
far
a,
is Sikkim from Assam?
so like, in terms of distance, I'm not sure, but we do not share any border. But
Huh?
if
I
we,
was asking, are you sharing some border? That's what I was asking.
no,
No.
no, 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 sir. No, no, sir. We
Then
share
don't.
border with Meghalaya.
Then do
Okay,
not
sir.
talk about it. Talk only
Okay, sir.
about your 7 states.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sure.
Good. You are talking very well in English. Your
Thank you,
confidence
sir.
level is good. Can you
Thank you,
tell
sir.
me the business position of our bank as on 30th June?
Sir, actually, my date for this interview has not been announced, and I thought we'll get information for the next quarter before that, so I haven't read about it yet.
You are not right. Then tell me some provisions of the recent budget.
The recent budget is based also. I have to mention the financial aspect? Actually, the numbers I cannot remember, but I know the gist of the budget.
Then what should I ask you? What is a balance sheet?
Sir, if balance sheet is something is a I what do I say
What are
is a
liability side of a balance sheet of a bank?
sure. Sir, liability side of a balance sheet contains the deposit in the bank, mostly the deposit and the uh, uh, maybe the investment that the bank
No, no,
has.
no, no, no. Investment
Sir,
will come under assets. On
no,
the
uh,
liability side, you will
just
have
deposit.
the deposits and other borrowings bank has made
Yes, yes, and
apart
other
from
borrowings. Because
apart from the capital and the reserves.
sir, if the bank has raised any bond or something, then
That
that
all
will
will
also
come
be a.
under liability.
Yes, sir. I wanted to mention that I forgot the technical
Yeah,
term for that.
that will
Sorry.
come under liability.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What will majorly come in the asset side?
Sir, the loans
Hmm.
and the investment bank is made,
Hmm.
and probably the property of the bank.
Why you
Properties the
say
bank has.
probably? Why you say
I'm sorry,
probably?
sorry, sorry. We call it the intangible assets, if I'm not
No,
wrong.
no. Intangible assets are not properties. Intangible assets are goodwill, trademarks, patents, and rights.
Patent. Okay, yeah.
These are known as fixed assets or
Yes.
non-current assets.
Okay, sir.
Building, land, building, and machinery.
Okay,
So that will come under the fixed assets or side of the bank balance sheet. Now,
okay.
Assam, you have one Apex Bank, cooperative bank.
Assam Cooperative Bank.
Yeah. Assam Apex
I
Cooperative Bank, there is one bank for which now recruitment is going on, and the interview for assistance is going to take place in a few days. You know anything about Apex Bank
no,
Limited?
sir.
You don't
No, sir.
know.
No, sir.
थोड़ा
No.
उसका बारे में भी पढ़ लीजिए.
Okay,
Cooperative
sir.
banks. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Best wishes. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, sir. Any
You did you
suggestions?
did well.